If you are in a highly litigious industry, if you're a surgeon, if you're somebody, it's not the people that you are doing professional business with you have to protect yourself from. It's everybody else.
Speaking of identity theft, okay, we were actually victims of identity theft. With, my husband playing in the NBA, a lot of his assets and his finances were pretty much stolen. His identity was stolen. He found out he had properties he didn't know about in his name in Chicago, and these properties were left to have gone bankrupt and all of that, and everything kind of just came up on him. And then his financial advisor disappeared from AIG. They still can't find him. It's been like 20 years. Either he left the country or he was, caught or murdered. We don't know. but and it's sad because it happens to a lot of these athletes. It really, really does. And us still being victims of it after all these years, like we're still dealing with it. But what I was saying about Experian was I thought we had like an option on Experian where you can actually keep track of anyone trying to steal your identity. Or is it just trying to...
So you have to call all the credit reporting agencies ahead of time, and you can ask them to freeze your account and to not allow, like whenever anyone tries to pull a credit report, it'll immediately say, frozen, do not do it. And you have to call those three majors. Once you do that, you could lock and unlock it using your phone.
Right.
Or if you're going to go buy a car, you call literally from the office or something. But yeah, that's a really good way to protect yourself from a lot of the online stuff and a lot of the, some of the mail stuff. But, people are clever, that people want to do business with famous people. And so they just want to believe that they're doing business with Mark Cuban, right? So they're like, it's such a small loan. Why wouldn't we do it?
Right.
Right. So it's tricky. Yeah. The first thing you should absolutely do, though, if you are in a highly litigious industry, if you're a surgeon, if you're somebody, it's not the people that you are doing professional business with you have to protect yourself from. It's everybody else. If you've got a trampoline in your backyard and you're a surgeon and kid gets hurt, they're coming after you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Better make sure you insure that risk. Get an umbrella policy, right? It's small additional cost. There's just, don't be, if you're in a litigious field or if you're wealthy, you should insure as much risk away as you possibly can.
And to be honest, it's with all of our experience, even my oldest brother, he's a surgeon. He, the closest people that knew all of his daily activities were the ones that were taking. Workers inside, it's most of the time an inside job where they know your situation at that time. But yeah, you need to teach us more about how we can protect ourselves, Mr. Frank.
Yeah, I mean,
I was going to say the thing that you mentioned, the Experian thing that triggered this part of the conversation. You know why they have that data breach tool you're talking about?
Yeah.
Is because between 2013 and 2015, they don't know exactly when, there was a breach that allowed hackers access to sensitive data of the customers.
I remember that.
From the credit reporting agencies,
between that and the T-Mobile breach, which occurred around the same time period, 3 out of 4 Americans had their identity stolen.
Yeah.
3 out of 4. The majority, so the chances are, strong possibility is that your identity has been stolen multiple times. Yeah. And Experian, the guys that are trying to help you.
Protect you.
It'd be a shame if something happened to your personal information. Why don't you push this button and absolve us of liability, but also will protect you in the future.
Yeah, and there's also, it's not just cyber hacking, right? There's also employee behavior.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So you can get a hold of that data. Walking through an office building, seeing a stack of papers with personal information on it.
Yeah.
So
it's sometimes an inside job.
Yeah, is layers on the onion. It's always layers on the onion. The more complex or the more wealthy you have, the more layers. Now,
wait, can you say onion again?
Onion. Layers on the onion.
Onion. Is he saying it different? onion.
Onion.
Wait. Say it one more time.
Layers on the onion.
Okay, I'm
Anyway.
hearing something else. I'm sorry.
So, it can make you a bigger target, but a bigger target for a lot of smaller things. So if you have several pieces of property, you don't have them all under your personal name. Each
Right,
one of
right.
them would have a,
Oh yeah.
depending on the state or the location of their territory, you'd have a different entity that would own that property. If you take a look at most of the consulting firms, you see they're limited partnerships, because if like one branch in California does something really, really shady and they end up closing down, you got all the rest of the nation branches that still
Okay.
survive unaffected. So there's a lot of different ways to structure your business to protect against parts of the body going bad, or to protect yourself, individually and severally, right? If you've got children from a previous marriage, you need to make sure you protect those kids, because that's your responsibility to take care of your kids first.
Right.
Don't leave that to your, surviving spouse, because what happens if they get married,
Right.
right? So, yeah, it's all layers on the
Golly.
onion. It's really complicated. It's like, go figure that out on a nap.
Hey, thanks for watching The Merge. We've got a ton more stuff for you to watch on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. Check us out.